Is that lovely thing. A society grows great when old men plant trees, the shade of which they know they will never sit in.
An individual will always prefer the same good sooner rather than later. An actor chooses between shorter periods of production or longer periods of production depending on the value he perceives in the end satisfaction. We call actors who engage in short periods of production individuals with high time preference.
Come on, man. Damn, the pregnant shit got right. God damn, niggas is still coming out. What you got, bruh? Let me see what you got.
That is, individuals who have a desire to satisfy their needs as soon as possible. Individuals with low time preference are the ones who can postpone present satisfaction for a larger reward in the future.
Must have taken forever to build.
Yeah, not too bad, about 70 hours. Which isn't bad considering I carved it all by hand from one piece of wood.
And this brings us to the idea of the yield curve. The term yield curve refers to the relationship between short and long-term interest rates of fixed income securities issued by the US Treasury. Typically, short-term interest rates are lower than long-term interest rates, so the yield curve slopes upwards, reflecting higher yields for longer-term investments. Historically, an inverted yield curve has been viewed as an indicator of pending economic recession. When the short-term interest rates exceed long-term interest rates, market sentiment suggests that the long-term outlook is poor and that yields offered by long-term fixed income will continue to fall. Arguably, time preference is the most important mechanism within an economy. Enabling this to be centrally controlled removes essential pricing signals and can lead to large-scale malinvestments. The prescriptions of MMT require that currency is all that exists. With new currency deposited directly into bank accounts via central bank digital currencies, coupled with guaranteed devaluation, prevents people from showing a long time preference to their store of past productivity.
Their mistakes begin with the assumption that if money's purpose is for exchange, then there exists a perfect rate of circulation akin to that of a river flowing.
Circulating in the economy, and there are injections into this economy, and there are leakages from the economy.
To begin with, money is always in the possession of an individual and is never magically circulating. What this means is that, for example, if a gold coin is in the possession of Andrew and he trades it in for an egg from Paul, and then quickly exchanges that gold coin for a stick of gum, the possession of that coin can be traced at each step. Even when a coin is passed between different individuals in fast succession, it is always owned by someone and comprises a part of their cash balance. Therefore, if money is always in the possession of an individual, then we know that it must also always be in service to that individual. One of the most common reasons for holding a cash balance is simply because there is a waiting period for a good an individual intends to eventually trade for. For example, if Jimmy intends to buy a diamond ring in the next town over for his fiancée, he may hold a cash balance while he travels. Even when a coin is passed between different individuals in fast succession, it is always owned by someone and comprises a part of their cash balance. Therefore, if money is always in the possession of an individual, then we know that it must also always be in service to that individual.
By dropping interest rates to spur higher prices, MMT reduces the risk-free return available from market participants.